When I think about what really summarizes this home and what it is, it's about friends and family and a place to connect. It's tranquil, it's social, and it's playful, and it's livable. You have to take some risks in the design. Nobody really wants just plain vanilla. They want a house to have energy and be unique, and some of the style choices we made with this home, I think, embody that. So I think we really kind of went room by room and tried to think, how do we elevate every one of these spaces? How do we add a little more? How do we make this feel like this is what ultimately a custom home would have been like if it was a custom build, and add all those little features. My name is Daniel Fraiman Construction. We're down here in Clear Creek Tahoe at 9 Pines.
Hey everybody, I'm Clayton Humphries. Welcome to the next luxury home tour. This house, constructed by Daniel Fraiman Construction and their incredible team, is a beauty. I cannot wait to get involved in this one. We're located in the community of Clear Creek, and this is aptly named 9 Pines, a play off of the golf course that exists here. Right now I'm standing in this beautiful motor court. This is great. I'm right on the eastern slope of the Sierra Nevada mountains. It's absolutely incredible here. Beautiful sunny day, great weather. We're lower elevation, about 4,000 feet, and we've got a real treat in store for you. Before I kind of get into the main house, let's talk a little bit about the exterior. We've got some great garages here, 1 parking, 2 parking, actually put 3 in there if you need to. And then we also have our golf cart garage over here. It's really important in a community like this, because really when you're here, that's what you're doing. You're doing a lot of golfing, you're also doing a lot of mountain biking, you're also doing a lot of skiing. Well, we'll get into all that in a little bit. Now, right upon entry, when we look at this particular home, it has a big, beautiful facade and entry. I think they did a good job with this. You got corrugated steel, you got this big overhang entry, this large entry glass door. Really pretty. They did a really good job. Plenty of room here in the motor court, plenty of space for you and friends to be able to entertain. I think it's really nice. Now, stepping up towards the front door, we're gonna get into this house. We're just jumping right in. Got a great water feature on either side of the front entry. This flows not just here, but it flows underneath the house that way, around the entire home, into a big pool in the back. You'll see that in a second. Now, without further ado, let's get into this.
My vision going into this specific project was really to create a home that a family would live in. I'm a family guy, and so I always try and think about what are the things I would want in a home. Light and bright finishes, that timeless feel, and then a lot of amenities as you imagine yourself being here with a family with a bunch of kids and friends and guests and extended family all using the house together.
Okay, now stepping into this home. It is grand. You've got this big door here, and I think they did a really good job with the window package alongside that, so all the light pours in here in the afternoon. Beautiful stonework here that flows right in. I do want to pause. We have a gorgeous architectural feature here, which is the staircase. We'll get into a little bit of that later, but before we do so, just giving you a quick kind of layout on the first floor level here. We have a guest suite down on this end. We've got a primary suite, office, and a beautiful media flex room over here on the right. And that also goes to a golf cart garage because this is a golf course community. Now, walking into the home, we're literally standing in a room with 40+ foot high ceilings, and we have this absolutely beautiful hearth here. This is a Caesar stone piece and a nice Sierra hearth fireplace. They did a great job with that. Nice shiplap. Let's talk specs. First of all, where are we? We're in northern Nevada, okay? So this is a private golf community. And so if you're into golf memberships and you like private golf, this is the place to be. We're just down the slope from Lake Tahoe. So in any given day, you can be boating on the lake, golfing here in the afternoon, or vice versa, however you like. But we're at low elevation. We're about 4,000 feet or so. So we're not getting hammered with big, heavy snow. So for all those fans out there that love Lake Tahoe, but maybe have been seasoned enough to know that they don't want to shovel a ton of snow all the time, when you think low maintenance, high design, Clear Creek is really where it's at. They did a really good job here. It's a Coore and Crenshaw course. This home specifically is a 5,341 square foot home. It's 5 bedrooms, 5.5 baths, located on half an acre. It was built by Daniel Fraiman Construction. He's one of the best in the game when it comes to anything in the Sierra Basin. And I just absolutely love the work and craftsmanship that they've done. We're listed at $8,950,000, which in the world of comparative homes in this particular market, this is a great deal. It's a 2025 build. It's a brand new completed product, and I really don't think you could build this today for that money yourself from a consumer perspective. Now, let's continue our tour. Let's jump into this. Moving from here, past this beautiful fireplace, we actually have an area here where you could put a television mounted behind the mirror. I like the mirror where it is. I think from a design perspective, you don't necessarily need the TV in every room, so I think that's fun. These are big Anderson folding doors. They expand the whole way. But what I think was really smart, what they did, is they were able to push it all the way into the wall, so it's flush, so you get every bit of square footage in this whole indoor-outdoor experience.
When I think about building and designing in the mountains, in the Sierras, we have an amazing climate here. A lot of sunshine, awesome snow in the wintertime, torrential downpour and thunderstorms certain times a year, and all of those things are the reasons that I love living here. And I think you need to consider all those when designing and building a home. For summertime, we have huge temperature swings every day. We have a lot of sun, and I think people are always looking for shade. You want to be outside, you want to spend as much time outside as you can, but the sun is a lot. And so having a large covered patio allows you to be outside here and still enjoy being outside without being in the sun. Adding the water feature is a really lovely piece of this home. It adds sound, it's visual, and I think it really just softens the whole landscape and the whole feeling of the house as we are ultimately in the desert. Considering what happens in the wintertime with snow and snow load, and how does the snow get away from the house to minimize shoveling and not have snow shedding in walkways and in the driveway, is something we consider as we design a house. Putting in systems, snow melt systems, gutters, downspouts, all those types of things to manage and deal with the water. Because as dry as the climate is here, we do have times where it gets very wet.
Now, moving to the patio, guys. Outdoor features are a must when you're in the Tahoe Sierra. We've got this great fire pit here. I think they did a killer job with that. But also, you've got this beautiful 0.6 of an acre lot. You've got a great water feature here. These aren't easy to put in, and I think this is the only one of its kind in this community, as a matter of fact. But this actual streamscape goes all around the exterior of it. It was done by Streamscapes. If you ever want to consider putting one of these in your own home in the Lake Tahoe Basin, call Tyler, that guy's the man. Over here, he put in a big plunge pool. I think he did a killer job, but the landscaping's really nice, and all of this is perfect for entertaining. You got a big family, you got a big corporate event. This is gonna work really well. Now, what outdoor area would be complete without having an outdoor kitchen? And they really hit it out of the park here. Now imagine, you just shot 18 on the Coore and Crenshaw course. You're a little tired, but you're ready to barbecue and hang out with some friends. You want to keep the party going inside and outside. They had the Sonos sound system out here, so we're completely outfitted with outdoor music. But we also have these heaters, so if it gets a little cold, as it does in the Sierra, it's still a functional, usable space. It's a lot of infrastructure, a lot of steel. They did a really good job with that. They got the Napoleon grill. I mean, some of the best in the game right there. So I think they did a good job here with this covered area, but remember, they don't just have a covered area here. Daniel Fraiman and his team were able to think of covering every little outdoor space that they possibly could for a little bit of privacy, no matter the weather. So off the primary suite, off the gym, off the office, each one has an area that no matter the weather, you can step outside and still encompass what Tahoe and the Sierra Nevada really mean, which is getting into nature and enjoying the outdoors. Now, think about this. When you're cooking and you're hanging out, you got to go in and out of the kitchen, and we don't want to go all the way around. So they were smart enough in design to have this nice little pocket door right here. And this leads right into the kitchen. This is a very functional space.
The custom details in this home are really where I get to have the most fun. It's where I get to be the artist, the client, the designer, and work with my team of amazing, amazing people and collaborators and get input from all the sides to make a place that really feels special. I love food, and so the kitchen for me is a big part of any home, and this house in particular, and this was really my designer who started with this concept, is the floor to ceiling and wall to wall backsplash in the kitchen. It is, I don't want to say overdone, but it is a grand feature and adds an amazing, amazing element to the kitchen, and I just love that part of this house.
An awesome flow right off that outdoor area there, that patio. So you're coming into the kitchen, you can get some stuff, you need to get it done, you can flow right back in and out easy, and you're not disrupting all your guests. But let's switch reels here for a second. Let's think about breakfast in the morning, you're hanging out, you're getting some eggs, some bacon, whatever it may be. They were thoughtful enough to create this nice breakfast nook area. We've got these great custom built-ins here, great custom cushions, and then we've got this beautiful Mustang quartzite wall. This is like an $80,000 slab, the whole thing. This is a massive slab, and it's a piece of artwork in itself. And that's kind of what Dan's kind of known for, creating something that's like artistic and fun and functional and also easy to maintain, right? So let's get into the kitchen. Let's talk about this a little bit. The kitchen, in my opinion, is really functional. We've got our center island sink, which I absolutely love. Sometimes people put stoves here, and that's fine as well. But I like to be able to just kind of wash the dishes, get them done. We've got our dishwasher. We have our Thermador 6-burner with a griddle, a custom range hood, and I love the color shapes here. Like, they took that quartzite slab and they matched it, powder coated this range hood. This thing is massive. It looks really good when you turn it on. I mean, it's beautiful. Nice griddle, dual ovens, microwave right here in the center island, dishwasher as well, and a sub-zero refrigerator, locked and loaded, ready to go for however you want to entertain. We also have these nice drawers here. So these are cooling drawers. Those are really handy. I love these. I think these are really well done. Think about it. We got 4 top seat here. We got 4 over there. We've got 7, 8 over here, but you could expand on this. Clearly, this is a massive place for entertainment and dining and entertaining. Again, they match the Mustang quartzite here on the back wall. Here is another piece of artistic element. Again, they match the quartzite on this back wall. I think they did a good job with that, but they also added this nice little art feature here, which is this nice illuminated slab of glass. If you look at this thing closely, the light is back here, and it pushes through the glass. Just in general, I think it was really, really thoughtful, and man, it's really beautiful. So, coming back from the dining area, a house of this scale absolutely needs a pantry. We didn't block that off, so we kept this open. I love how they did that. It was a very smart move. So it's an extension of the kitchen itself. We've got a Thermador coffee maker here built into the cabinets. We've got this beautiful countertop here, a second dishwasher, nice shelving unit, a beautiful underlit package. All of it is pretty great. It's all white oak, so it's solid, looks really good, clean. Now I've got this other real great surprise. Let's check through this door and see how this home flows a little bit more. Follow me. Now right here, we've got our laundry, we've got an entry mudroom, and that's really great. We'll check that out in a second, but first, let's check out the first guest suite on the lower level. I love this room. It's got its own private patio. Again, it's covered. You know, it snows here. So covered patio, guess what? You get to use it. That's nice. They did a great job with the wall here. This is a beautiful package. Again, you got a single push button light shades, so those came out really good. Now, stepping into the bathroom, we've got this nice dual sink, nice quartzite countertop. I love that. That's super solid and nice. Then we got this mosaic tile feature here, like little pine trees. Somebody told me that, I forget who, but it's nice. It's almost like somebody drew a little pine tree. You know, it's a really thoughtful piece. Nice step-in shower here. All of these Heath ceramic tiles, these are great. These are hand forged. It looks beautiful. Great tile selection along the floor. What an incredible guest suite. I love that in there. It's absolutely a sanctuary, single level, opposite end of the primary. Well done. Now step over here, check this out. This is good. So if you want to kick off your boots, you want to store your golf clubs or your ski gear, you've got these storage lockers here on the left. I think they did a good job thinking about storage in this room. These rooms often become a mess, and they really thought of that. So they added plenty of storage here. Great bench, nice wide bench, plenty of people able to sit here, kick off their shoes, hang up their coat, and you know, maybe do some laundry. So we've got our laundry room right here. It's encased in this nice big barn door. I love the shiplap in here. This is a beautiful design, just really well done. Nice quartzite countertop, nice drawers, washer and dryer, easy, it's a layup. Now, as we're heading on down this way, I love this corridor for some reason. I don't get it, but I think it's the high ceilings and it's the grand structure that exists here. Maybe it's the architectural feature of the actual staircases, which is pretty nice. We also have this really great powder room. I love that room. It's got a native trails sink in there. It's like this little flower petal. I think it came out really cool. Another lime wash wall, illuminated light. They did a good job in there. Here we pass this great structural piece here. This is just a grand, powerful, strong point in the home. So it kind of leaves it balanced. It kind of brings it all down to earth. And I think they did a good job pulling from the actual stone at entry to the structural pieces that are there. Now, we also have this really wonderful wet bar here. I like how this is just a little pocket in this corner, okay? Sometimes this is like too grand, right? People don't want to see a bar all the time exposed to everybody. But when you come around this corner right here, you've got this great wine wall, you have illuminated piece of quartz here, you've got this great custom sink, which looks like literally like Lake Tahoe itself in some respects. Illuminated shelving and a beautiful tile job leading all the way up. So that came out pretty good. So again, you can have your entertainment, your beverages, stuff like that, but it's not the center focus of this home. And I can tell that when you walk through. The focus of this home is really to draw everything from the outdoors inside, hence the big expansive door over there. And an added element of how this functions is this media room over here. This is a nice flex space. It's encased also with a nice big barn door so you can have privacy, but this sits guests nicely. Again, with the big high ceilings, we've got the built-in Sonos sound system as well. We've got a great television here. This is a beautiful spot to sit and watch television, and also you'll see guests when they're pulling up. So privacy, yet you're not ignoring nature, you're still pulling nature into the home, and you got your wet bar right here if you want to grab a glass of wine or a soda or whatever it may be. Now, I want to show you something. We'll get into the primary in a second, and that's right over here, but I want to show you this quick little secret right here. Now this leads out towards the golf cart garage because we are in a golf community, but it also dubs as a really nice office. This, as you can tell, has a totally beautiful light package. It just illuminates in here all hours of the day, gets all the sunshine. You can pop right out here into your golf cart garage, go out and play 9 or play 18, whatever you like. But also, let's say you're doing some work, you can step onto, you guessed it, covered balcony. And if you listen close enough, you can hear the creek itself. So there's the creek that is in the water feature that's outside, wraps around the entire home itself. So come check out the primary though. This is my favorite room and everybody else's. Before we step into the primary, I just want to point out we got great storage here. That's very thoughtful. I mean, throughout the rest of this home, when you're looking at the home itself, just note that in almost every room he has some additional storage. And also in the primary suite, it's got a great primary master walk-in closet. I think that was a total win. They did a great job with that. Now, as we step into this room, I want to kind of take note here. We've got our white oak flooring. We've got a great tile finish around our Sierra hearth fireplace. Got this great nod to the actual exposed beams in the ceilings, and I think they did a killer job on that. Push button sunshades, which I think are really nice, and also allowing for the Sonos sound system to exist in this room as well. So it's completely outfitted throughout the home, completely different zones. The AV work comes in really handy here, and I think Dan and his team were smart enough to make sure the installs happen on this home. Now, again, covered outdoor balcony. Of course, we need that. But off the primary, it's pretty nice. You can step outside here, you can listen to your waterfall, or you can just go ahead and run right down to your hot tub, which is right on the exterior there. Now, what primary wouldn't be complete without a great primary bathroom? And this one is expansive. Let's check this out. What an incredible primary bathroom. This is absolutely awesome. And it's one of my favorite I've ever seen. I think from a design perspective, they killed it. You've got a his and a her sink. Again, plenty of storage, polished nickel, great stonework here. Beautiful illumination underneath the cabinetry, but also around the actual vanity mirrors as well. Now, If you like the his and her bathrooms, this is the one to have. You've got a his and a her shower head and also hardware along the walls. You've got these great pieces of tile that were installed by hand and really done custom, this beautiful archway and this awesome slab here. It's got a leather finish to it and it's illuminated from the top. So you could shut off these overs and just have this really great, beautiful space here, almost like a sanctuary or a spa or something like that. But that is spacious and quite stunning. Now, as we walk over here, what prime area would be complete without having this beautiful soaking tub? It looks out to the yard as well. It's plenty of privacy out there. This place is 9 pines. This place is amazing. You got plenty of forestry there. Now that we're completed with the lower level, let's head upstairs and check the rest of the house out.
When I think about the challenges in designing and building this home, and really the challenge is a big part of what makes a project like this fun and exciting, thinking about what are all the features and the bells and the whistles that we want to try and squeeze into this house. Between the 3+ car garage with the golf cart garage and the sauna and the gym, water feature, huge covered patio, and all those things, 2 ground floor primary suites, all bedrooms with in-suite bathrooms, huge bunk room. And so that is another big challenge we deal with, is how are we going to fit all this stuff in the house and not build a 9,000 square foot house that doesn't feel livable. So it's designing an intimate house that is well thought through, where spaces, the function of spaces are considered and the spaces are well thought through, so there isn't wasted space, which helps reduce cost, helps build faster, and allows you to spend more money on the parts of the home that are really important, in the kitchen, in the master suite, on the outdoor space, the water feature, and things like that. So I really enjoy all those design challenges.
Now, before we go upstairs, I want to revisit the staircase. I just want to pause here for a quick moment. We've got this great white oak slabs. We've got this great steel work here. And honestly, it's a art piece within the center of the home. This will be a big feature for anybody that owns this home. Let's go check out upstairs. As we ascend up the stairs here, we're almost walking through a movement of art. The designers did a really good job here. In the afternoon, the sun pours right in through these windows, really lighting up this staircase and this beautiful lime wash wall. Now, before we get into the guest suites just behind you, let's check out the first guest suite here in the upper level. I really like this room. It's got some nice custom built-ins. It's got some automatic shades, touch of a button, everything blacks out. It's great for sleeping in, but it's also really elegant. It's got this nice soft tonality to it and a beautiful ensuite bathroom. Stepping into the guest suite bathroom, we've got this great quartz top. We've got these dual sinks, beautiful stonework behind the lighting package. We've got this beautiful, big, double swinging door. This is a great stall shower, seamless drain, epic, really well done. The design team really crushed it. Now, I really want to show you something extra special here. In every home that we see, we often get lucky enough to see a bunk room. This one has one of the most playful bunk rooms I think I've ever seen. They did a great job with the hardware, with the actual wallpaper, with the tile selections in the bathroom, all of which are absolutely A+ hit. But look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4 bunks, all queens, super soft, big cathedral ceiling with these great exposed beams on the top. This is a very playful room. Again, we have the automatic shades. Those at the touch of a button can completely black this room out. If you're a TV person, just behind this piece here, you can mount a TV, and this could be a movie room. I really want to point out one other unique element about this. This is a testament to how Daniel Fraiman Construction does a lot of his work. Look how playful this is. It's not like it would take a lot to put something like this in, but he was thoughtful enough to know that, yeah, this is probably where some kids are going to be hanging out, and why not add a little bit of playfulness to it. Now let's check out the bathroom in here. Again, with the playfulness in mind, he was able to really color tone this room really wonderfully. His whole team did a great job. These are nods to Lake Tahoe. These are shades of Lake Tahoe. We've got the black that you see in the granite, but we also have these like blue hues that you'll also see in some of the stone around the lake, but also in the shallower waters and the deeper waters. So it's a great little spot for any family to enjoy. Okay, now leaving the actual bunk room, we're heading over to this media room up here. It's a media flex space, but you get to, again, enjoy this beautiful piece of artwork here, which is your staircase, but you're also enjoying this beautiful high ceilings and the connection with the living room right downstairs. That is very important for any family that may be of this scale. It's nice to be able to have privacy, but it's also nice to be able to say, hey, how you doing? And be able to connect with somebody just in the same room. This nice catwalk here has a really elevated feel, and overall, this is a great spot to sit and watch the game. So just as where I was standing there, you were able to look over the shoulders of the people that are watching television here. Maybe you're watching a game, enjoying yourselves. Plenty of room for a large family to be able to enjoy themselves here and have some entertainment. I absolutely love this zone. We've outfitted this property with probably about $200,000 in furnishings, but you could still amplify it a little bit more. So there's still room to put your own fingerprint on this particular home if you wanted to. Point being, you have enough room, and you also have these big high ceilings, so when it comes to scale and elevations of furniture, you're gonna be in a good space. Now moving off the entertainment area, we've got this great area of storage, beverage storage, uppers up top, really beautiful design. The team did a good job here. This is important because if you're watching a movie, you want to grab a snack, you can have it all stationary right here, or you want to grab a beverage, you can grab it out of the cooler here. It's also a wine fridge, so that's a nice combination. Now behind this door, we have got a little surprise for you, and I'm excited to show that to you, and we're going to get into that in a little bit. Now I want to show you this guest suite over here. This is pretty nice. We've got a nice bathroom over to the left here, but we also have this beautiful room that really pulls in all of the views that are offered. Now remember, we're on the eastern slope of the Sierra Nevada mountains, so we get this beautiful sunset and sunrises really lighting up. But if we get storms, we get a little snow, we get a little bit of rain or some fog, this ridgeline really lights up. There's probably about 3 different layers there, and it's worth taking a look at. We've got automatic window shades at the push of a button. We just go ahead and drop these, black this room out. Almost every room does have those. We've got these great built-ins with these nickel finish hardware. They did a good job with this. You know, sometimes people will take the next step and really kind of close this all off into a big closet, but they left this space to be able to allow for some artwork to hang out. So I think that's a pretty good idea. Pretty nice. Now, let's check out this bathroom. The tile selection in here I think is really cool. So it looks like wood. When you look at it, it looks and almost feels like it, but it's not. It's tile and waterproof clearly. But it's also encased in this nice glass. So you feel like you're in like a sauna or something like that, but you're not. And they did a really good job with the porcelain pieces here on the backsplash and a nice piece of stone on the top here. This is a great guest suite, nice color tones, nice color finishes. Now let's go check out the surprise that I was talking about. This is so cool. Now remember, this home is a sanctuary. It has all these little nooks and crannies. It's got big scale, big space. Everything about it feels really fun and playful. But everybody needs a little break here and there, right? This room has just that. Right upon entry here, and I've got a little surprise we'll show you here in a second, we've got a nice sink, a nice washer and dryer. Why would we have that in a room? That doesn't make sense. The reason that we have it in this room specifically is because this is your sanctuary. This is your gym. We've got a beautiful mirror over here. We've got this great folding door that just pushes out to your own private lanai. This is a good spot to do some yoga. And if you listen, you can hear the water feature. That's important. So you shut the big solid door over there, sit back, relax, listen to the waterfall outside. It's something that's pretty rare when it comes to a property here in the community of Clear Creek, but also anywhere in Tahoe. So we've got our sanctuary, we've got this beautiful balcony with this great water feature, but we are missing something from a sanctuary perspective. We know we have our hot tub outside. We need a sauna, and we have one, and it's rare to see one of these in an actual second-story home. This is beautiful. You could sit 4 people in here pretty easily. Got this great pebblestone floor, beautiful lighting package. It's really comfortable in here. This is something to just be able to add in. Imagine you're a guest in this home. Want to hop on up, take a quick sauna? Check, check, and check. Now let's go ahead and step back outside and wrap this up.
We build custom homes all around Lake Tahoe. We've built some amazing homes at Martyrs Camp and on the lake and Incline Village and throughout the whole region. Building a home essentially for myself, where I'm the client that we're looking to sell, those are special. I get to do what I want, and that part is really fun. And of all the homes that we built in Clear Creek, this definitely stands at the top of the list for the work that we've done, and we're very proud of it.
Now guys, what an incredible tour that was. We saw a great sauna, we saw a great outdoor kitchen, we saw great design. It was awesome. I really appreciate you guys tuning in to check it out. Also, check out this beautiful water feature. It's nice to sit by this thing at the end of the day. Now I want to take a moment to thank you guys, the subscribers, for liking, subscribing, sharing. If you have properties that are of interest that you'd like us to come out and take a tour of, feel free and reach out. We're happy to help and we're happy to dive into the next luxury design. It's been really fun. Now in this particular one, I want to also thank Daniel Fraiman Construction. You guys, unbelievable work. It's an incredible job. I know it's really hard to build a home of this scale, but you guys knocked it out of the park. Congratulations. And I'd also like to thank you for allowing me to list this property for sale. So it's currently on the market. And if you'd like to reach out to me and you have somebody that's interested in a property of this scale, my contact information is listed below. Feel free and call, text, or email anytime. Until next time, see you out there.